The coolest thing out of YouTube that I've had over this last little over 18 months is the friendships I've made. This video right here, this is the hardest part about YouTube, to be flat honest. Ninja, no. See how high that camera is? How in the world do I get hit by a spider web? Some of you guys were saying carry a stick. I'm holding a tripod right in front of me, higher than I am tall. Morning, everybody. Adler Farms. It's Monday. What's up, dog? What's up, dog? Look at your little fanny pack. It's going away. It's going away. Hey, can you say it? Say, morning, everybody. Adler Farms. My name is Smokey. Let me show you my farm. Oh, you need your treat. That's what you're waiting on. Sorry. She never forgets, though. It looks like the three amigos. Because we got 3 goats now, so I don't know. Batman, Pennyworth, and Lucius. 3 amigos, 3 musketeers. Any other trios out there? That's a whole lot of guinea feathers. You know anything about that? I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not accusing anybody yet. I'm not. She could be molting. I've got a lot of that going on. She's ready to run. Hang on. If I don't make her run, I get attacked. Go. Go. Look out, Batman. Here she comes. Well, there's the guinea, so that's good news. What's up, man? What's up? Hey, just say your name. That's what I'm waiting on. Just say your name. Y'all are weird. Batman, you all right, buddy? You on the mend? All right. Look out. Come on. Oh, that's scratch. We need goats. Goats first, so they go shh. Goodness. Look out. Sounds like a Clydesdale. One, 2, 3. Go 3. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Watch her turn down there, see if I can get it. Hang on, boys. Come on. So much energy. Don't that look good, though? Having that big old mess out of here. It wasn't a mess, it served its purpose. Started off as a turkey pen with 2 turkeys in it. About everybody in there except for Smokey at one point. Lola, what you think, lady? Magneter. Hey, you guys aren't even drinking this. Let's give Lola her dish back so she don't have to eat off the ground. But somebody mentioned to get these pigs to forage a little bit, quit dumping your food in the same spot. I don't always dump it in the same spot. You guys just see it on camera because that's where Adler feeds them. I'm aware if you spread the food out, they'll eat it better. Ready? So you can see where you throw it in there. But if I do that when I've got Adler, you guys are gonna get to see how cute he is when he feeds the pigs. Okay, I got it. I'm just giving you guys a hard time. It's windy, real windy. This is where it leaks from. And I called Tarter. They said make sure the screws are tight. Yeah, thanks for that. And they're super cool guys. I really like working with Tarter. And they thanked me for all of y'all that called them and talked to them. And Man, the first video I ever did was over a little latch swing double, like a double gate latch. The thing's up to like 10,000 views now, and it's like one of the first videos I ever did. So pretty cool. They're sending me like some of the sealant they use around this thing, and we're gonna try that. That is part of it, being a creator that works with a company like that, is I don't always get the expedited warranty service. Like if one of y'all were to call, they'd probably just ship you a new one. Me, I got to try things because that's kind of like their, I don't think research and discovery is the right term, but that's what they've got to do, is run through the process and say, okay, if somebody calls in with this leak that Chad over at Adler Farms found on his, let's get him to try the sealant first. If that don't work, well, try the screws first, then the sealant. You know, they have to try the possibilities. You know, what were my pigs doing with it? Were they this, that, and the other? So that way, when they get one of you guys that calls in and has an issue or the same issue, they know what it is. So totally understand. Lola, you like that bowl better? Is that better? Man, she's huge. She is huge. Because everything, you could tell after the pregnancy, after the birth, I mean, everything's back to normal now. That is just a massive pig. And yes, she's very content in there. Got her own wallow, lays in it, loves it. I think she prefers her solidarity. But we are going to move her to this pen right here. But I really want that hog drinker to be fixed first. Issue over here. So this is the only negative when you don't have that hog drinker. They can't push that thing around, but they'll push this around. You can see where they shoved it into the rope, so now it's grounded out, or the wire. So I gotta fix that, don't let me forget. You working hard or hardly working? You working hard at looking like you're working hard? Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Spots on him, man. Quit doing that. Good puppy. Good puppy. She's a little over a year old, about a year and 3 months. Still a lot of puppy in there. A lot of puppy. She's a good dog. That's a good goat. That's a good goat. That's a weird goat. So what we're gonna start doing is, watch out, boys. Maybe. So the other day, I'll explain myself here in a second. Yeah, I don't see any. About a week ago, Dad found a blue egg up on top of the coop, which had to come from, dadgummit, look at that. Gee whiz, man. Almost got KO'd right there on the spot. Sneaky little suckers. Whew. I peed a little, it's all right. Anyway, Dad found a blue egg on top of the coop, which had to come from one of the sassies. He's a bully. Somebody come get him, he's a bully. You know what happens if you don't come get him. They all know. They all know, dude. Before I was so rudely interrupted by that spider web, the other day, Dad found a blue egg on top of the coop. It had to come from one of the sassies or gray, our Americana and our cream leg bar. And in the coop a couple days, man. Spiders give me the heebie-jeebies, man. Kung fu fighting. It's right in the path. It's like they know. Dad also found a blue egg in the nesting box the other day. It can only come from one of Magneto's girlfriends, the sassy that we put in here. Yeah, cream leg bar. That's good news. That means they may be starting to lay again. Yeah, she's in there right now. Good. Well, I'm not going to disturb her, which, you know, funny thing about cream leg bars, and I don't know, maybe it's just mine, but I have 2 of them from Meyer Hatchery. They're the exact same age. When we used to have chickens in the city, my neighbors behind me built this awning over their pool, and they played loud music all the time. And of course, 2 years ago, Adler was much younger and needed a couple naps a day. So I used to call and report them when their music was too loud, because they would play it at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean, like, go to work. What do? Make YouTube videos? Why aren't you have a job? I used to call and report them, get them in trouble because I knew people at the local PD. Well, then they called on me. They did, Red, you believe that? And they told local PD I had roosters in my backyard. It wasn't roosters. And anybody who has chickens knows where I'm headed with this. Roosters are loud, but they're usually like alerting or whatever. And it's not at 6 a.m. Everybody, you know, you grow up watching cartoons, or at least I did. I thought roosters just crowed when the sun came up. No, they crow all the time. There is no one more consistent and more loud than any chicken breed. Mine just happens to be the cream leg bars that do this, but when they're laying eggs, they're obnoxious. So my neighbor called and reported that I had roosters, because you can't have roosters, you can have hens. The city animal patrol, whatever, he showed up, and he happened to show up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And we went to the backyard, and he said, yeah, we got a report, somebody said you got roosters. I was like, let me show you what I got. Both my cream leg bars always laid in the afternoon. And man, she was just sounding off. And he and I both were like, yeah, I don't know who outlawed roosters, because a chicken singing that egg laying song is way more obnoxious than any rooster. A rooster even has a pretty sound to it. Not that egg laying isn't. I love the chickens in general. But those hens, man, they get in there and they get in there, especially mine. They talk about how they're gonna lay an egg, and then they talk while they're laying the egg, and then they tell you that they laid an egg. It's hilarious. Old Jake's gonna strut a little bit for us. I just think animals are awesome. All in their own unique way. He is a good looking dude. We've heard him crow. It's pretty faint. Red, I gotta be honest. Only a couple animals have made it into my heart and lived here permanently. That one, Lola, and you. I hope you live long enough to see the next farm we have. Alrighty? And if old buddy right there gives you any trouble, I have no idea. I have no doubt you'll put him in his place. So these are the ones that, oh, there's the guinea. As soon as she can run or he can run, I'll put her out, because she'll be pretty quick. I just want to make sure she can evade everything out here. But some good looking birds. Pretty excited about it. They're all supposed to be layers. Some of them could be males because the kid at the local big box didn't realize what he was doing. Magneto Juniors. Gorgeous. Dude, I would, this ain't gonna be good. They thought that was a big old cricket. Mr. Toad, you're gonna have to wait till Smokey goes to sleep. We all know what your fate is if you don't. Where'd he go? Well, that's a cool trick. I don't know where he went. Oh, there he is. Seriously, if anybody wants dude, I got plenty of roosters. Come and get him, or I'm gonna drop him off at the Walker Farm Fan. What do you think, boys? Hey. You guys are so cool. I'm glad you're okay. You gotta move your little bottom though. Vámonos. Is this what happens when you feed goats animal crackers and pet them? Whew. Man, I can't tell you guys how cool this looks, not having that there. It's probably 50 across, and maybe from the side of Smokey's house, maybe 40 feet to that tree. So you can't pet your head. Can't pet your head. This is usually Grandpa's thing. Is that making you nervous? You're not sure if you trust me, but you really want to scratch him? I'm just gonna go like a merry-go-round. Hold still. So this won't happen. But man, look how good looking that Billy is. Got a little goatee coming in. I like it. Batman, buddy. You're an auction goat. I don't know why you're itching and scratching. I'm sorry. I do have somebody that will take him. They raise goats. They actually raise them for their daughter to show. He doesn't get cleared up or there starts to be an issue or something, they'll take him, they'll put him in quarantine. They kind of like that stuff. It's not a sanctuary, but they like taking care of him and getting him back to health because their daughter learns from it. And family, the mom was actually a teacher at the school district I used to work for, IT. So I was an IT admin, she was a teacher. Know him and trust him. I've known him for probably 10 years. He does leave the farm, he'll go there. And they like it because as they nurse him back to health, their daughter learns, you know, and she loves it. She goes to the local school district here. Brush growing back in, which is why this morning the goats were over there. I hope he snaps out of it. It's not that I don't want to take care of him. It's not that I don't want to learn, but I'm not out here full time. If he goes to live with our friend, they literally have a house at the back of 5 acres, and they're 5 acres. It's like 1 acre wide and then like 4 acres deep, however that math works. But you know what I'm saying? The house is at the back of the property. Then there's just 5 acres of goats. An ideal situation for him. And I don't need 3 goats going into winter. I've got them to eat weeds. But I wouldn't mind keeping Pennyworth and Fox. Let's take a little ride. Feed Wilma and the Beefy boys. And I gotta replace the stake. Oh, and I gotta fix the fence for the pig pen for Leia and Haunt. Let's go do that first. Change of plans. Let's get Wilma first. Ready? Ready? Under that. Under that. Let's go. Vámonos. Here, pig, 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 pig. Atta girl. We do have a couple folks that watch us that are a little harder of hearing. So I always want to try and shut that four-wheeler off. I apologize if I forget. I just get in a routine. But I want to make sure you guys can hear everything I'm saying. Not because I'm important, but because you guys like listening to me talk, and I appreciate it. They do. They like listening to me talk. But they like you better. Here, let's throw your food and some grass too and see if we can get you to eat a little bit. There you go. So Mr. G, the man that owns that house, hiding in the woods over there. This is his 10 acres, as you guys know, and Wilma is his pig. This is his land. He buys the food in that water, in that barrel. She is a feeder. She was a feeder since day one. And if you're new here, because we have grown quite a bit since we got her. When we got her from the registered breeder, he did not even register her as a breeder. He put her in as a feeder. She doesn't carry the traits that they're after, like the shorter snout. Hers is a little bit longer. So I only gave $100 for her. I know y'all have really grown to love her. I mean, a lot. And I know my dad pets her and all that, but Dad's explained, guys. He understands the role of animals. And those cute little boys you guys see roaming this farm with me, if it weren't for animals like Wilma, I wouldn't be able to do this. That's payment for this land. Part of it. So are some of the turkeys. He even wants some of the Magneto Juniors once we know they're laying. That was all part of the payment. I can't thank him enough. I appreciate you, buddy. He drops off money at mom and dad's every other week, every other couple weeks to pay for the feed. And it's just awesome. It's a huge blessing. I'm not selling him the pig at full price because he's buying the feed and he's supplying, and it's his land. Pretty cool. I love how all this works. I love it. I'm just loving this life. This is all I do. I'm not going to say YouTube's the only thing I do, because if somebody called me and said, hey, I want a privacy fence, I really like building things. I like working with my hands. I would absolutely go build a privacy fence. I build really pretty fancy ones too. This is what I do because of y'all and because of y'all watching. It's been an awesome ride. This isn't my permanent home. I will find a farm someday. God's in control, God willing. I need lumber to come down anyway. I'd like for land to be the right land. I'm not in a rush. I have a great house. My boys are healthy. We've got roof over our heads, food in our bellies, a lot of food in our bellies. But just couldn't be more grateful for this YouTube ride and the friends I've made. And by friends, I mean you guys too, not just my fellow YouTubers. Look at my view. This is my office. Like I mentioned, it's not my permanent farm. We'll see what happens. But Mr. G's not going anywhere. Mr. Charlie's not going anywhere. Things could change tomorrow. But, you know, Earth's not my permanent home either. You know what I'm saying? I need fly spray. Let's go take care of Leia and Han's fence. And then I actually need to replace one of the stakes that the Beefy Boys have because it's clicking. I can't figure out why, but I'll show you guys. And when it's clicking, that means it's grounding out. But let's take a long ride. For you guys, it'll be like a couple seconds. Gallagher S12. Love this thing. 2 wires, almost 1/3 of an acre. We'll see what it runs at here in a second. It was running about 5. So we'll see here. Yeah. They'll push that back in, I know they will. Hang on, I'm gonna sit you guys down. I'll have to actually use that tripod. Oh, there we go. Leave the water in the bowl, lady. Huh? Leave the water in the bowl. So this is where the Beefy Boys were. And it worked for a little while. I tell you what, it did train them. It did train them to the hot wire, which is excellent. So when we get steers in the spring, after the Beefy Boys go to freezer camp, we're gonna get a couple of steers from Gary and Cassie, the Walker Farm fam. And I think I'll put them in here because at least in a smaller holding pen, because Gary will have them sectioned off too. They won't be, you know, they're not gonna be used to 20 acres and then come here and be in 1/3 of an acre. So we'll put them in here with the hot wire, get them used to it, and then we'll turn them out where the Beefy Boys were. And that pasture will rest for about almost 3 months before the new steers go in there. And remember, there's 10 acres there and I'm only using 4 plus whatever Wilma's is, which I think Wilma's is straight up Wilma's is straight up 1/2 acre. We've got another 5.5 acres over there that I can put the Beefy Boys on if need be. The new Beefy Boys. Let's check this. This thing is awesome. Ready to go right out of the box. All you need to do is buy one of these pigtail poles from Gallagher. Comes with 1 clamp. And because it grounds, it's grounding itself essentially. Look at that. And that's not even like, I mean, we could really take some of this grass. We could stand a weed eat over here. But that's awesome. And I guarantee that would still be that hot if we were doing a full acre, maybe even 2. So I like that a lot. What's up, boys? Hey, buddy. My co-pilot's not here today. I'm sorry. So let's talk about these Angus Holstein things you guys are obsessed with, right? How tall? Wait, let me start spraying them or they'll move on me. This one's gonna move anyway. What is that? Oh, you squished a tick. Okay. Whew. Here, 44 is the tame one now. More tame. Yeah, sorry. I know. All right. Their backs are about 5 feet tall. But it's because they're an Angus Holstein cross. What Lester has at I'm a Survivor Sanctuary is a super cow. I'm not saying these are that tall. I'm just addressing the fella that said Lester has cows twice as tall as yours, because that's not possible. That would be a 10-foot tall cow. Steer, bovine, heifer, cow, bull. Some of y'all are relentless. Not in the comments. I get emails at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey, found your video. You need to go watch this one. Lester's got bigger cows than you. I know. There's a ton of people with bigger cows than me. It's okay. I just want these guys to be delicious and tasty and know what I fed them the whole way their entire life. That's all I care about. I love the connection with you guys. I really do. And when I do little things like that right there, it's because I'm funny. I love the connection with you guys. I finally reached a point where I cannot get to all the comments. It's just not possible. If you have something you need me to read, send me an email. I can't always reply. Messaging me on Facebook or Instagram, unless you've done it before, don't bother. Because if you've messaged me before on Facebook or Instagram, it like pops up and says, hey, so-and-so wants to talk to you. So if you're new to messaging me on Facebook or Instagram, it's gonna bury your comment at the very bottom. What an honor to be somebody you guys want to talk to. As far as the comments, YouTube's not great about sending out notifications, but hit that notification bell anyway. And here's why. When I post a video for about the first 2.5, 3 hours, I post at a time where I can see almost every comment coming in. They're not unmanageable yet in that first 2 or 3 hours. Days later, if you have a question about the fencing, if you find a video from like a year ago, send me an email, okay? I just can't keep up. I can't keep up with the comments from previous videos when I've already posted a new one. I try, but I can't. So first 3 hours, turn that notification bell on, leave me a comment. Hey, cool, how's it going? Stuff like that. Saw the Beefy Boys, this, that, the other, something about Batman. Get it in that first 3 hours, okay? It's okay if you comment a couple times. I don't care how many times you comment. I don't care how many times you comment. Let's turn the fence back on, get a measurement, fix the fence, get another measurement. Long arms. Oh yeah, it is. It's picking it up. All right, let's go fix that post. Make sure that's off, because that's one mistake you don't make twice. There we go. Fix that fault, cruise the perimeter, look for other faults, and we'll get another reading. Stay. Seriously, there's a legit hill. It probably drops 12 feet to that step-in post right there. This one, I don't know why. I guess, oh yeah, it is, look. Focus. Well, there's your problem, or whatever that, however that goes. So it was just, this post just needs to be, I could probably get away with doing that. Rotating that a little bit. It even singed the, is that a brake? Dadgum. That might be a spot we got to repair one of these days. But this stuff is so tough. Focus. Well, that means we don't have to waste a post. That's good. Okay, let's see what Miss Wilma's running here. Woo, baby. That'll cook some bacon now. This Wilma uses. Yes, 10. Hey, Mama. What you doing?
Can I say where I left?
Your office?
No, well, I left there too, but I had to run to get paper clips and office supplies, so I grabbed a few groceries.
Huh?
Samarins.
We're in Samarins, okay.
On my way to unload stuff at home.
And get the iPad?
Yes.
Might as well. It's already done.
Awesome, thank you.
It may be in the front seat of my truck,
That's a good place for it.
because I was going to bring it to you,
Oh,
but I don't know where I put my keys. They're either on the landing, on your counter, they could be in the backyard.
if they're on the landing, I'll unlock them and get the iPad. If they're in the backyard, you gotta go back to the
Send me, I'll run up there real quick.
I'll send you a text if I can't find it.
They may be on the landing.
Okay, I'll look.
They're probably on the landing. I have no idea where they're at.
You are your father's son.
See you in a minute.
All right.
Beautiful Mama. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for her and my dad, but literally wouldn't be here if it weren't for my mom. You know how that works. All right, if we still have a huge fault, yeah, we do. Something's no bueno down here. Something's popping. It's not that. I thought maybe we had the same issue there. We don't. Sharp. Forgot to turn the fence off. Whoo. Even with a fault, that's hot. That's a good time. I was watching TikTok the other day, and there's this big old boy. I'd share the clip, but man, you get in trouble for so much nowadays with copyright. But there's this big old boy working fields, moving cows. Somebody dared him to touch his face to the hot wire. That old boy did it. I ain't that tough. That ain't happening. Man, that got me good. That's what happens when you just grab it and do that. Boys, we got a fault somewhere. That fault finder don't lie. There's an issue somewhere. This is really low right here. So I would say, you know what we should have done? This may not have enough clicks in it. No, it doesn't. We should have brought that other step-in post over here. We're just gonna get our steps in this morning. Let's go back. Let's cut across. See if the beefy boys figure out I'm in here. It always makes them nervous. Four acres. Just shy. We got a little corner. It's diagonal over there. Man, it's super windy today. I hope this audio is all right. Uh-oh, I've been spotted. I have one free hand. So let's go that way with it. Step in. There we go. That gets it up off the ground. Wait, hang on. You guys hear that? I don't think you guys can hear that, but that's an egg that's a chicken singing the egg laying song way over at Mr. G's, which is like still a couple acres that way. Hey, people said y'all aren't the biggest steers on YouTube. I know, right? What you think about that? You don't care? 44, what you think about that? You don't care either? I just want you guys to know I appreciate you very, 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 very much. I do. I appreciate all the comments too. People know I'm just being funny. They know I'm just being funny. See, we used to play like this all the time. Then you started acting like a teenager. Yep. Then you started acting like a teenager. I used to build a rough house with you and push you around. Huh? Come here. I'm sorry. Come on. Hi, buddy. Very thankful for you guys. You all right, buddy? You're all right. Yep. Squaring up. See ya. Well, what do you know? Time for cookies. Not really. I cheated and had a organic honey bun this morning, so I don't need any cookies. By the way, what's in the box? Place your bets down below. You won't get it. I know you won't get it. But stay tuned. I gotta run some errands, go to the post office because y'all keep sending stuff, which we sincerely appreciate. It's always awesome. I actually get stuff in the mail that's not, like it's stuff I actually order. Every package we get, Adler thinks it's from you guys, and he has to open it. Or it's like, I'm in trouble if I open it without him. So it's just awesome. I appreciate you guys. Gotta run some errands, go hang out with Case, and you guys will see what we're doing here in a second. too bright back there. How about that? Check it out. Reckless beef. How cool is that? Comes with sweat. Not really. Hey, and go check out my buddies Walker Farm Fam, Gary and Cassie. The coolest thing out of YouTube that I've had over this last little over 18 months is the friendships I've made, like lifelong friendships. Just such a blessing. And the Walkers just hit 20,000 subs, and I couldn't be more proud and humbled and honored to know those fine folks. So go check them out. This video right here, this is present day, the day you guys are seeing this. It is August 10th. I waited to close this video out that I videoed yesterday, that I filmed yesterday, because this is the hardest part about YouTube, to be flat honest. It really is. I think that some big YouTubers would even agree with it. Merchandise. Merchandise is very frustrating. Now, remember the side of YouTube, this is YouTube, okay? This isn't the hardest part about farming. This is just strictly aimed at merchandise. My merchandise you see down below is run through a company. I don't have to manage it. I don't ship it. I don't know anything about what you guys even order other than a notification somebody's bought something. With that said, these hats that you guys have been asking about, and they finally got shipped to me. I'm not gonna say the name of the company. The name of the company is on the side of the hat. I've talked to the people I need to talk to feel like what happened was, I'm okay, I'm at peace with what happened. What I'm not okay with is how it made me look, and I don't appreciate that at all. But before June 1st and June 2nd, when I ordered the hats, I subscribed to this company's email on stock alerts, meaning if they get something in stock, they send me an email and I go place an order, right? We've all done that. On June 1st and June 2nd, they sent me 2 separate emails. They sent anybody who subscribed 2 separate emails, and it said, we have 1,000 of these hats available. And it said, we have 1,000 of these hats available. I placed an order within 20 minutes of getting those emails for less than 20 hats in 3 different colors. A month later, someone else's hat showed up as a satisfactory to my order. Like they literally shipped me somebody else's hats. I can't use those. So I sent them back to them. That's what I should do. I never got mine wherever they went. They did replace them at no cost, but it took about another month. That was about 3 weeks. But they printed it on a square logo. Now there's nothing wrong with these hats. Guys also like them because some guys don't like the wide logo. I personally, whatever hat you want, it's awesome. They're amazing quality. Just is what it is. And it's not discolored. It's just a thing in the leather. It's just what it is. I know I'm getting long-winded here, but hang in here with me. I'm not trying to vent or bash this company. It's not what it's about. You go today, so August 2nd, excuse me. I sent an email and I said, guys, where are my navy hats? I had a round of white and navy hats coming. And they said, well, we don't have any more in stock. And our supplier says we won't get any more in stock. Like an indefinite, they don't know. I was like, can you look at this screenshot for me? And I sent him a screenshot of the original email where it says we have 1,000 of these hats in order, in stock from 2 months ago. They said, yeah, sorry about that. They told us they would have them and they didn't. So we sent out the email, and then when they didn't have them, and here I am 2 months later, nobody's even told me this is going on. I don't know how long they were gonna let me sit there without letting me know. As a small business owner myself, things happen sometimes out of your control, and there's nothing you can do about it. But I will say that there's one thing I've never done in small business is promise something I can't deliver on. I've never done that, and that's why I was successful. They should have had those hats in stock. That's where they messed up, and I think they know that. So here's what it is, and I'm actually really nervous to open this on camera because their success rate with sending me the right hats, hang on, it's got my address on it. Their success with sending me the right hats has not been, but I have a feeling after the last phone call we had, these hats are exactly what I ordered. So this was the alternative that they gave me. The original was supposed to be, or I had a few of them from a previous order. They had a blue front, white back. Case actually likes these better than those hats. I think a lot of people will. You'll get those real cool sweat lines in these, that's for sure. But it is a dark navy. I don't know how it appears on camera by the time you guys see this, but it's dark navy. It's a gorgeous hat, guys. It's a Richardson 112. They actually offered me the navy and white in a different brand of hat. And I don't like that brand. I don't, it doesn't fit right, it doesn't feel good. Here's the options for hats that we have left. We have navy on navy with the square patch and our logo, with the rectangle patch, excuse me. We have white and gray, square logo, and white and gray with the rectangle logo. So that's all I know. They're awesome hats. I don't want to make this video Debbie Downer, negative Nancy. What rhymes with Karen? Kamikaze Karen? No, that's terrible. Shh. Anyway, when I talked with the people at the company, they admitted error, they admitted wrong. How long do you beat them up about it? How long do you rant and rave? How long do you make a video? Like, I don't have that in me. It's not polite, it's not nice. You know what I mean? Like, how long do you drag things out in life that are negative? You don't. That's a miserable, terrible, horrible life. Don't do that. There are some people, and I'm gonna be straight up numbers here. When I sold these hats, you guys sent the money to PayPal, and there was about $1,000 of y'all's money in that account. And you didn't have your hats yet. And I put in there that the hats were like 2 weeks out. You guys understood, no big deal. Some of them I had in stock, but it's because these were supposed to be on my porch the next day and then they weren't. At $1,000 in my account, I only make $4 or $5 a hat. And I looked it up, it was actually about $627 on hats total with this company on those 2 or 3 orders there. And so between $627 and $1,000, that's how much I got to keep. But nonetheless, the $1,000 in my account was y'all's for hats. Frustrating. There's actually a lady, I'm not gonna say her name here, we talked on the live this morning, we just got done with, but there was actually a lady that, this is what bothers me the most. There was a lady that ordered a hat for her grandson's birthday, which happened a couple days ago, and he didn't get his hat because I didn't have them, because that company didn't get them to me quick enough and on time and correct. That's what bothers me. To that little boy, I don't know your name, or I'd say it, buddy. Happy birthday, man. I appreciate you watching. Appreciate you being a fan of the channel. I'm gonna wrap that up on this note, guys. In the grand scheme of life, none of this will matter tomorrow or the next day or whatever. But what does matter is how you treat people, how you talk to them, respect them. Always be honest. Always be honest. Just, it's the best thing you can do. Don't fudge, don't fib. Say don't exaggerate, but I exaggerate sometimes on the farm, and it's for humor, comedic relief. I'm pretty funny if you didn't know. The order form below, you order them, I'll ship them out probably the same day if you order before noon. Somebody inevitably will ask about this one. This was a limited edition run that they had. I only got 5 of these. I don't know if we'll ever see these again, but I'll try. I'm not upset, guys. God is amazing. I have an amazing life. Like I said, I've got food in my belly, roof over my head. My boys are happy and healthy. They're fed and clothed and housed too. We're getting a new air conditioner at the house. The old one is just on its way out, and I couldn't be happier about that. Ain't no time to complain about. Ain't nobody gonna complain about an air conditioner now. I don't even think an Eskimo would complain about an air conditioner. With that said, God bless every single one of you guys. I sincerely appreciate y'all. We're almost at 30,000. I could cry about that. Y'all be good. Don't work too hard. Don't make it weird. Adler will be in the very next video and case. I know how you guys are. God bless y'all. Deuces.